latest films like Banana Man and Dogtanian, and also my favourite of all time, Sooty and Sweep. And the Sooty Show, well, I'm proud to say that today I'm joined by the man who looks after Sooty, and he's from Bream as well, so he's a local man too. It's Richard Cadell. How are you?
I'm really, really good. It's good to be with you. Well, of course, you're absolutely right. I live out there at Bream with Sooty and Sweep, and we spend our time on the amusement park.
That's quite exciting, though.
It's great. It's great for Bream, great for Fun City, and good fun for us.
Which do you prefer? Do you like being on telly, or do you like being on stage?
Me personally, I mean, it's great to switch on the telly, isn't it? I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? But when we make the TV shows, it's, we don't see any audience or children.
No.
And Sooty, in its true form, was a theatre show. It started off as a theatre show before it was discovered on TV. So to take it in front of a live audience of children and get the real laughter and the mums and dads laughing too, as a performer, it's like scoring a goal and you're getting that appreciation. It's wonderful for me. I love it on the road. That's my favourite time. Yeah.
Have you always been a performer?
Indeed, yeah. I started off as a magician. I was the Young Magician of the Year when I was 15, and it was because of winning that competition that I was invited onto the Sooty Show. So that's my connection. But yeah, I did magic for years. Out of Bream, I was the resident children's entertainer at Bream Sands for years, Uncle Richard, yeah. I was only about 18 at the time. Now it was a bit young for an uncle, but it worked, and I did that for years, and then the magic thing took over, and suddenly Matthew Corbett announced his retirement way back in 1999, and the phone rang, and they said, do you remember when you came on the Sooty Show, and would you like to come and see us about stepping into Matthew's shoes? And it was a life-changing moment.
Huge shoes to fill as well.
Oh, I think it was brilliant. I mean, we must have been a similar age. I'm a bit older than you, but we're similar. Everybody grew up watching either Harry or mostly Matthew Corbett. For me, the Sooty Show was about Matthew Corbett, so it was completely daunting, but none of his kids wanted to do it, and who wouldn't have taken that chance? It was just amazing. Do you want to meet Sooty and Sweep?
I didn't think they were going to be here today.
Well, there's still a fight. Look, Sooty's got his little box there, and he's asleep, and it's a bit early for him. We'll get Sweep out of bed too. Martin, do you want to knock on the top of the box and see if we can wake him up?
Do we have to say, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy?
Why don't you? Why don't you do it?
Izzy, let's get busy.
Oh, look, here he is. He's waving at all his fans. This is great radio.
This is quite a surreal moment for me. This is
it is.
Waving at me into the microphone.
His internet, that's for all. What's that, City? He said, wake up. What? Wake up everybody at home and wake up Sweep. What do you mean? Oh, no, don't wake him up. Oh, here he goes. Come on in then, Sweep. Come on. Come on in. Come on, Sweep. Wake up. Come on, wake up.
I am living a childhood dream at the moment. I'm sitting in the studio doing what I love, and I'm surrounded by Sooty and Sweep.
There we are.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Oh, I get that every day, Martin.
Unbelievable.
I get to do it every day.
You're living the dream as well, though.
We live in the dream. And Sweep's living the dream. You are.
Oh, wonderful. Does Sweep know phone numbers and things like that, does he?
He knows. Yeah, he knows all sorts of things. He's a very clever little dog, aren't you?
I've never done this on the radio before, giving away my personal, private mobile phone number. But if anyone wants to call in, Sweep can...
Tell him Martin's number, Sweep.
Well, there we go. There we go. Expect a deluge of calls.
It's out there now.
Unbelievable.
Email addresses, the lot. He's got the lot.
No, don't want the email addresses going there. So for you then, it all started at a really young age. Can you remember the first magic trick you ever did?
Yeah. Do you know what? I was actually, when I first did magic, do you know what? I did have a career as a professional magician for many years before I did Sooty. And it was when I saw the Sooty Show, because most children see a magic wand for the first time when they're 4 or 5 years old in the paws of Sooty. And he's got his magic wand here today. Oh, yeah. And as you rightly said, Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy is the spell. There he goes. So, for me, the first magic trick I think I probably did was the appearing hanky as a kid. I was probably 5 or 6, and I had that, the Ali Bongo magic set and stuff. So, yeah, and then years later I would be doing magic with Sooty. Which
quality tune, that is.
It is. Yeah, that was played so much in the 70s, wasn't it? It was a big tune. It was a big tune. You remember it?
Sweet liked it.
Yeah. Well, they were around in the 70s doing all this stuff.
They were.
Yeah. The Sooty band and all of that.
What is it? Over 60 years now, isn't it?
Do you know what? It's such a proud achievement. Sooty's bowing now. All right, let's do the bowing bit again. The Sooty Show is the longest running children's television show in the world.
Wow.
We've got it. It belongs to us in the UK. And you're right, it's been on TV for over 60 years, and Sooty celebrated his 65th birthday last year since he was discovered by Harry Corbett in Blackpool, in a joke shop, weren't you? And Harry bought you, took you home, and the rest is history.
And not a lot's changed really in those 60 plus years.
Do you know what, Martin? That's the trick to all of this, and it's wonderful that we can still do a show on TV that's exactly the same format, the same jokes actually, with the same routines that Harry Corbett was doing. We've just put it in the modern world, but we haven't changed anything effectively. So that's the secret of its long life. Everyone knows when they watch such a show, they know what they're going to get. They're going to get Sweep being a little bit silly and Sooty doing his magic, and the adult, be it me, Matthew or Harry, getting disgraced with pies and water and good old-fashioned slapstick, and sensible Sue in the middle of it all, you know.
Where is Sue today?
She's not here, but sends her love. Yeah, she's at home cooking. We have a nice bangers and mash when we get in, and sausages for you, Sweep. Sausages!
Oh, I do love a good sausage, and making me salivate, especially a good West Country sausage.
Indeed. Well, Sweep's a big sausage fan, aren't you, Sweep? His favourite food of all time. And bones.
Well, I prefer a sausage. What's it like then living in Breen for you at the moment?
Well, it's great. I do live there. I'm from Leicester originally, but I went down there years ago. It's a little known fact, actually, but my connection to Breen is not only through Sooty. Me and my brother run the amusement park out there, Fun City, which is why we have Sooty starring in at Fun City, because we get to do that. So I love living in Breen, and I love Somerset. You know, I come from the Midlands. I travel around. I'm doing 104 theatres this year on the theatre tour, so I visit most seaside towns, nearly all of them, and a lot of other towns too. And I always come back to Breen, and Bristol for that matter, but particularly Breen, West-of-Supermare, and just say, you know what, this is the best place to live. I have a lovely little house just overlooks that wonderful beach and the sea, and every morning I wake up and think, this is like being a millionaire. I just love Breen. I love the fact that it comes alive in the summer months. It's a thriving little place. I love our little fun fair with all the lights and the music, and then I love the fact that it becomes this sleepy little village in the 3 or 4 months. It's beautiful. What a wonderful place.
Yeah, it's got everything you could possibly want. Really.
It has.
Yeah.
It really has. It has.
Now, you mentioned some of that slapstick that goes on. Have you got a favourite slapstick moment that you do on the Sooty and Sweep show?
What's that? Oh, well, of course. No. You're very honoured, Martin. He's going to show you. Look, this is the same joke. He's been doing this for 65 years.
There's no kiss of pie in there, is there?
No, it's his water pistol.
Blood.
No!
Be very careful. There's a lot of electrics, didn't you?
You just squirted Martin.
Actually, you just got squirted in the face.
So that's... Don't start that now. Do you know, when Matthew was looking after Sooty, he did famously take it into a BBC local radio station and put the station off the air.
I can imagine.
It went all over the mixing. Fortunately, Sooty's shot has been perfected, so you got it right in the kisser, and thankfully not on the mixing.
Oh, well, that's actually, what more could I possibly want?
You've joined the ranks of the rich and famous that have been squirted, but can I just tell you, that is the actual water pistol that's been going for all these years.
Is it really? Very same one?
Yeah, it's special, yeah.
Who's that squirted then over the
years?
Well,
in my time, we had loads of celebrities on the TV show. Yes, and her as well. I think, for me, when I first took over the Sooty show from Matthew, I was invited to 10 Downing Street when Tony Blair was Prime Minister, and Sooty, with obviously my help, squirted Sherry Blair right in the face, and it made front page news. It was news of the world, front page news, and for me that was probably the most prestigious moment, or the most pressured moment to do that. But we've had great fun with all our celebs on the latest series. We've had Brian Blessed, Anne Widdicombe has been on, and Caroline Quentin, yes, Joe Pasquale, and Frank Bruno. We've had we've just had all the celebs queue up to get squirted by the water pistol. And now you, Martin!
Oh, well, there we go.
There you go.
I can die happy now.
Indeed.